it's weird because '08 I turned pro.
Okay.
I had a year off. I had a baby in 2010. So I didn't compete to actually 2010 because my wife had a baby. So I took some time off, try to get back to my bodybuilding routine, and I did a lot of international travel. I got back with Hani, and it just didn't work out because I was on the rise, and Hani was on the rise.
Yeah. And Phil was on the rise, right?
Yeah, so Hani was doing. I remember him back in the day. He had started FBT7 because I did some of the videos for him, promo, and then he was apparently emceeing shows, and then he started training girls. And when I got with him, he wasn't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So he we kind of got a little bit, communication wise, we weren't on the same page.
Yeah.
Flex moves to my hometown. I was in California.
Flex Lewis.
Not my hometown, but he moved to where I was living from college. So we moved to Murfreesboro. And I was in California. So when I came back and I was going through all this, I met Neil in the gym. So Flex is in the gym, Neil's in the gym, and Flex was training with my old training partner. So it was like a big family. So when I fell out with Hani, Neil was there, and he helped me prep.
Nice.
For my
we had Neil here also.
Yeah, Neil helped me prep for my pro debut.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, helped me finish my prep.
Can you speak closer to the mic, please?
But he helped me finish my prep for my pro debut.
Okay.
Because I was kind of like I didn't have anybody, so I asked him, and I came in like 7th at the Tampa or something like that. So I didn't do as well as people expected me to.
Yeah.
But
was your comeback, right?
Well,
kind of a comeback.
Yeah, it was my pro debut, so I hadn't competed.
Debut
as a pro
with
yet.
A comeback,
right? Because I had a year off.
Yeah.
And then so we kept competing, and then back then, if you place top 3 at any show, you qualify for the Olympia.
Yeah, right.
So I went to Toronto, Neil, and I made 3rd. I got 3rd in Toronto, so that qualified me for the 2011 Mr. Olympia. And so my first Olympia, I was 8th place. I was in the top 10 my first Olympia, and we came in good condition. Insane. Yeah, so it was crazy, but
with Neil also.
With Neil, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, me and Neil clicked really good, and we had a good outing. But then it was the same thing. It was like Neil. I went out to visit. I went out there to Tembe, and I visited where they were from, and I was out there for prep. Neil was building a house himself for his family and his brother-in-law, I think. They were doing all the work. So Neil needed money. So he was training a lot of people in India. So I would try to get ready for shows at some points, and he wasn't always available for some of the shows. So this is when George Farah came in. I think I was in Texas, and I'm doing a show, and I'm watching George move and shake. And George seemed to like get away for one of his athletes to get a better look. And a call out. I don't know what, I'm just like, hold on, what happened there? So I'm like, man, George, he's really putting in some effort for the athletes. He's here, he's being supportive, he's, vouching for his people. And he saw me and he said, man, you shouldn't be at this show by yourself. He said, you should never be at a show by yourself. He said, I never let you at a show by yourself. I'm here, man. If you need me, just let me know. And he's talking to my wife as well. So he's like, sounded good. So we'll try it out because, Neil was he's in India a lot. I couldn't contact him as much.
And this level, you have to have an attention, a different attention.
Exactly.
Right?
So
especially an open bodybuilder.
Neil was taking care of his business, what he needed to take care of. So I figured, okay, I had to take care of what I needed to take care of. So I got with George. And me and George came out the gate 2013 here in Brazil.
Yeah,
and we went. I went my first show with George. So with my first show with George, So I'm like, oh man, okay, I'm back up.
Come on,
I'm back up. I'm back up. And then there was controversy behind that because he became my teammate. Rest in peace, Cedric McMillan.
Yeah,
he missed the weigh-in, so that was a big controversy. So it was like Cedric came in after me, but we never really competed competitively head to head. We've been in Arnold together. And that's when I first met Cedric, was at the Arnold. And that's when I realized that people suffered from really bad nerves before going on stage. Because Cedric was a nervous wreck. And I just happened to be talking to him, you know, lightening the mood. But he looked at me, he said, "Bro, are you nervous?" I said, "No." He said, "Stop lying." I'm like, what? I said, "Well, no, I'm not lying. What do you mean?" He said, "No." He says, "I'm nervous as shit." I'm like, "You are?" He's like,
O Cedric aparentava não ter uma boa cabeça.